Hello, all you beautiful people out there. I hope you are having a wonderful day wherever you are at. I have a message coming through for you today, and I feel like this one might be special because I'm feeling a little goofy. So I'm going to jump into what I've been picking up on. So, first and foremost, I am sensing some financial struggle here. This has been something that you have been dealing with for a long amount of time, but I'm sensing that something like big financially just hit you. Maybe you had a bill or it's around rent time or whatever it is, but like it's like this surprise financial thing. Like maybe you had to do car repairs and the money that you have been saving that you had a little nest egg is now going to your car or it's going towards expenses in specific ways, but it's feeling like I'm feeling like the universe is like, oh, you feel like you're stable, like yeet, I'm taking that away from you, is what it feels like. And also I'm hearing that with whatever like work you have been doing, maybe you made a pact to yourself or you made a strong decision to work less hours at your work so that you can focus on your career, so that you can focus on getting out of this. I'm sensing that you're somebody that is just so not for this 9 to 5 work style. You are somebody that's like, I don't want to work my life away. I want to be able to do and live my life how I want to. And so you had really gotten in the past, you got trapped in like working 40 plus hours a week, being drained, not having any energy to work on what you obviously wanted to. You're very gifted, you're very spiritually and musically, and just you're brilliant, whoever you are. And spirit chose you for a reason. And so this path, this career path that you're walking down, it's not like very many people, but it also, you need a lot more attention within this area. And that's why you made this decision to work less hours, to not be involved in this work anymore so that you can fully focus on this. And I'm sensing that this financial struggle has come up and it's got you questioning. It's gotten you questioning, is this where I'm supposed to be right now? Should I just drop everything right now and go back to work, go back to being miserable, go back to just slaving my life away? 222. And I'm hearing right now that, like, if you actually just stop and you look at the cycles that have been happening within your life, this financial cycle has come up around this year, this time of year, every year, especially like since you were able to handle money. It feels like you've always had some sort of financial crisis around this time. And that is because Spirit is testing you right now. Spirit is testing you to see if you are going to abandon this, to see if you are going to abandon this career. And like I keep saying, you are closer than you have ever been to accomplishing this, to accomplishing these beautiful dreams, these beautiful aspirations. And maybe it feels like you just need to keep working harder and harder and harder. It's the energy that I'm getting is like, it feels like no matter what you do, it's not enough. Like it feels like no matter how much money you make, that it's always going to be like this, that it's always going to, there's always going to be something that comes up that's going to get you in the way of being able to accomplish this. And I'm just saying, like, and I know that the universe is like, sometimes it feels like a cosmic joke. Sometimes when we're like finally feeling like all the pieces are fitting into place, or like we're finding the last puzzle pieces, and then we look around and we're like, okay, so the puzzle piece is missing. Maybe it fell on the floor a long time ago, but now I gotta stop doing this and go look for this so that I can finish this, is what I'm feeling. And so Spirit is really just saying that where you are right now, the work that you are putting in, the work that you are working over here, the work that you're working over here, this is just about balancing and delegating. This is about balancing out the time that you spend on this, the time that you spend on your work, and the attitude that you have towards this. Maybe this has happened so that the universe can actually see how you are going to interact with this energy. Are you going to be negative and bitter and succumb to this low energy? Or are you going to say, okay, wait. Something isn't working here. Something is not working. Something is causing this to get gunked. How am I going to be able to continue to do this while doing this? You might have to maybe pick up one more day at work or work just maybe a little bit later in the day. But Spirit is saying that there's some delegating that needs to happen so that this flow can continue. And also another thing is make a budget. If you are somebody that has had financial troubles for a long time, is what I'm sensing. I'm sensing that this financial struggle is a cycle. Maybe know where all of your money is going. Know where your money needs to go. Have money so that you are able to spend and be able to take care of yourself too. Because I've been one of those people where every time I get paid, it's like I go get groceries, get gas, pay my bills, all this stuff, and then I'm just like, okay, well, I don't have anything left over for myself. There's nothing. And then I noticed that I started being more impulsive. Actually, like when I would get paid, I would like automatically just get the things that I wanted to, and then all these priorities were like neglected. Like it's like you can't deprive yourself from being able to spend money non-guilt-free on things that aren't meant for your bills or for you to survive. And so what Spirit is really saying right now is this is just a good time to make a budget of how much your bills are, how much you spend on groceries, how much you spend on other expenses, how much you want to spend for yourself, how many hours are you working at work, all this stuff. And then another thing is, if you feel that that your work might be getting in the way of your career, your actual career, also look at the time that you actively put in on your career. Log your hours when it comes to your career. Log how much time you are putting in to this, so that like our brains have this way of being like in this fight or flight mode where it's like, okay, well, I just need to fully stop this so that I can just work on this so that I can survive. Like, what's the point? And especially in your career, I'm feeling like you're not seeing a lot of movement here, and that's even more discouraging right now. It makes you want to give up even more. But Spirit is saying, like, no, we're testing you. We're testing to see what you're doing. Remain positive. Remain, like, okay and open, and ask for your needs to be met. Now is a time for you to speak to the universe and say, you know what, universe? I see the game that you're playing. I see what you're putting down, okay? And if you feel like you can't do this by yourself, ask Spirit, 7-Eleven. Say, guide me to get through this swiftly and positively. Guide me to continue to keep my light. Guide me to continue to work on what I know matters. To work on getting out of here. Because I'm sensing that where you are externally, like if you look at it, right? Years ago, right? Where you are now is what you dreamed of. Where you are now is what you dreamed of. Personally, me, living in a house, having my doggies, being married, all that, right? But where you are right now, you're like, okay, I got bigger dreams. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to be successful. I want to see success over here. And so what I'm saying and what Spirit is really saying is that even though your external might feel like it's not where you belong right now, is exactly where you belong right now. And if you can accept that, and if you can accept this is where I need to be right now, you're going to be able to get out of this energy quicker than you would if you said, I don't want to be in this energy sucked, I wish I was somewhere else. Like, you're just like throwing it under the rug. You're basically like, ugh, versus saying, okay, wait a second. This might not be where I want to be, but this is where I need to be right now. There is growth happening. There's some soul work. There's some shadow work that needs to be done in this external energy. And once you are able to get that soul work, that shadow work done, then Spirit is like, oh, okay. New movement. But we're in a soul's progression over and over and over again. And it's like, as soon as you feel like you master certain parts of you, then there's other parts of you that come to life, and you're like, oh my gosh, like, when's it gonna end? And I'm just gonna tell you this right now, it's never going to end. It's always going to be like this. But if you can prepare yourself for this, if you can prepare yourself to know, like, I feel like you were like, okay, everything's fine, this is like smooth sailing, we're all doing good, like, and then it's like this little tap on your shoulder where like, wait a second there, you thought that it was gonna be okay, like you thought this was just gonna be easy, smooth brainsing? No. That's not how it works. And so if you can be a bit more it's not pessimistic, but it's just like, just prepare yourself. Prepare yourself to know that there's always ups and downs. There's always going to be some sort of struggle, but it's how you're able to get through it. It's how you're able to just show up for it. And I'm just hearing, like, do not give up on your career. Because like you, and you already see it, this is what's going to get you out of here. This is what's going to get you out of this energy. And be grateful that this struggle has happened. As much as it sucks to not have money in your bank account, as much as it sucks to be fallen behind or feel like this has been like ripped away from you, it's temporary. This is so temporary right now. Literally 2 weeks from now, you're going to be like, I can't believe I was even stressing about that. Like, come on now, you know? But all I'm hearing is that, like, if you can just be graceful with it and you can just surrender to it and know that it's crappy, that it happened. But you have tools and you have resources to be able to get through this. And this just happened so that you could shift your perspective, so that you can shift the way that you show up, shift the way that you viewpoint things. And I'm just saying, like, you guys, I'm so proud of you. I'm so freaking proud of you. This past versions of yourself have literally been like, no, they've literally stopped. Like, they've literally been like, oh, well, there's a struggle here. Well, I guess that means that this isn't meant for me. I guess that means that I shouldn't be doing this. I guess I need to go back to this energy. But now you're at this energy and you're like, hold on. I put way too much time, way too much love, way too much manifestation and energy into this for me to give up on this. Especially when you 11/11, when you know that you were closer to this than you have ever been in your entire life. And that's why this has happened, because it wants you to get closer to this energy. It wants you to literally be enveloped in this energy to the point where, like, you guys are literally one. And it's because it's such a strong purpose. You have such a strong message. And just know that if it feels like it's not working out for you right now, this is just like a tower moment. This is just, you just have to keep reinventing yourself, reinventing the way that you show up, the process that you handle things. And like I keep saying, there's tools for you out there. There's help for you. External help. Maybe you're somebody that needs help paying their bills right now. I'm just hearing that there might be like churches or other help there. Or maybe like when it comes to like phone bills or something, if you're somebody with that, I'm just hearing like maybe signing up for like government assistance or government phone plans. But I'm just hearing like whatever you feel like this huge daunting financial thing is in front of you, like it feels like you're just like looking up and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to conquer this? I don't have that much money. Like, oh my gosh. I'm just hearing that there is help for you out there, and there are solutions that like you are able to like breeze through this, right? And so I'm just also sensing like maybe somebody needs to hear this, but do not go back to that job. Do not go back to that job that treated you like crap. Don't go back there. Just because you were making more money, just because you were literally, that's why you were making more money, and that's why you're thinking about going back there. No. Because if you go back there, you're repeating cycles. And there was a reason why you broke out of that cycle. There was a reason why you left that job, why you left that energy. Because it's not meant for you anymore. You're on this higher frequency. And that job, whatever it is, it was not beneficial towards you. And even though you're working less hours, you might be making less money here, you are exactly where you need to be, because it's giving you the time to be able to work on your dreams, on your career. It's being able to give you the time to work on yourself, to work on your mind, your spirit, to work on your relationships that are around you. This is all happening for a reason. And I'm just seeing in my head like dominoes falling. This is just part of your dominoes falling into place. Like, you're going exactly where you need to go. This is actually just part of the momentum that needed to happen. It needed to bring you closer to yourself. It needed to bring you closer to your passions. And I just really hope that whoever is listening to this, that it resonates with you, and that this helps you, and to just know that this isn't going to last forever, and that you are quite literally within 6 months to a year from now going to be in such a different energy, and you are going to thank yourself for not giving up. You're going to thank yourself for continuing to work on the things that matter, to pour into the things that matter. And at the end of the day, I'm just going to say it, we put so much energy into money, and it's like it ruins our brains. It ruins it. Everything is so expensive. Everything costs money. There's guilt around money. There's guilt around not spending money. There's regrets, all of it. And I just feel like we need to start looking at it and just seeing it as for what it is. It's literally just a freaking paper in front of us. Like, it's it's so frustrating, and especially when you're dealing with this financial struggle, when you're dealing with not having money, it's like you see it even more as something that you need. I see it even more as something that brings value into your life. And just know that, like, as long as you are able to pay your bills, live in your space, and like really be able to just do that, like, I don't know, I just feel like maybe you're somebody that you're like, when I get this money, I'm going to be happy. When I get all of this, I'm going to be happy. But like, I'm just hearing in my head that it's not all what it's cut out to be. Having all of that, it's not all what it's cut out to be. And I'm just hearing that J. Cole song, and I've said this in one of my videos before, but there's beauty in the struggle. There is beauty in struggling right now. And maybe that you had to have these financial difficulties for you to even see the value of money when you have money, for you to be even more grateful, to not be a spoiled brat when it comes to your money later on, because you can pay for anything, because you have prosperity for freaking so much. I'm just hearing that this is all just a learning process, and it's bringing you closer to the way that you see money. It's bringing you closer to the way that you show up, the way that you spend money. You're being more thoughtful, more mindful when it comes to it. I'm just saying that this all needs to happen, and although it sucks to struggle, it sucks to be here, to just feel like there's no way out, to feel like it's never going to end, I'm just here to tell you that it's all going to be okay, and then it will end. It will eventually get better. Just don't give up on that career, because I think that career that you've been working on, those dreams that you've been working on, that's what's going to get you out of here. That's what's going to really bring in that comfort and that financial stability. But don't go back to those old cycles. Don't go back there, because it wasn't beneficial. It wasn't. And you know that. And maybe that's why you clicked on this video. You needed to hear this. Financial struggles will pass. There's no point in making yourself so upset about this and panicking and like you're taking away your youth. Always stressing about money, always stressing about where your next meal is going to come from, always stressing about if you're going to be able to pay rent, or maybe your bills are past due, or whatever it is. It's all about, we got to make ourselves feel safe. We got to make ourselves feel all right. So just let it go. Give it to God. Give your financial struggles to Spirit. Spirit, shine your beautiful light down on these beautiful people that are listening. Guide them to be uplifted from financial struggles. Guide them to not repeat cycles. Guide them to break through and to continue to just be beautiful, beautiful souls. Guide them to healing. Guide them to their dreams. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing you beautiful people here, and for me being able to give you guys this beautiful message. I know Spirit is shining their light down on you. I know you know that this isn't going to last forever. I hope that wherever you are having a wonderful day, and if not, I'm sending you some extra love to make it through. You are beautiful. Literally so beautiful. Like, drop dead gorgeous. Oh my God. I'm blushing. Tell yourself that you're beautiful, because you are, and say it until you believe it. You guys, everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. It might feel like a struggle right now, but the struggle will not last. I love you. And I hope that next time you see my video, you're feeling a little bit better. I hope that whatever it is, it's passed for you. Or you've gotten the outcomes and the conclusions that you needed to get the help to be able to let this pass. Alright, you guys, I love you, and I will be back in my next video. Until then, I will see you very soon. You got this, you guys. Do not give up. Don't give up on that career. It's happening for you. It is. I promise. 6 months to a year. Keep going. Love you. Bye.